to welcome all of you who are here today, elected officials and students, and also the advocates for the people who truly go through violence and come to you for support. The victims, those of you who are here because you have a passionate heart for those victims that are being hurt out there, especially those that are still silent, that we hope will come up and speak to you, because you're the advocates and you're showing your faces. And we owe this to our district attorney, Ricardo Rodriguez Jr. He started this victims unit in 2015. He saw a need for it and he moved to create this. He also saw a need to create it with people who had a passion and compassion for this endeavor, which is Rosie Martinez, who heads the department along with other staff members. Where I, for one, am very proud of the district attorney, Ricardo Rodriguez Jr. Not only does he advocate today, as we're here, for victims, but he meets very regularly with the criminal division and elected official members to be able to hear what they have to say and to be able to do what needs to be done in this county. At this time, I'd like to present to you your DA and mine, Ricardo Rodriguez Jr.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you. How y'all doing? Thank you for being here. You know, how ironic that we started back in 2015 with this wonderful movement, you know, Young Hearts Matter, teen dating violence prevention. We started it in La Joya on the track. There were some students, administrators, principals. It wasn't a big group, but we started it. The other day I was watching a video, you know, when we were there, and I remember saying this is a beginning of something back in 2015, and look where we're at today. So I sincerely want to thank everyone, because this has not happened just because of me. This has happened through the collaborative effort of all the agencies that are here. All the agencies that have something to do with providing a service. This has happened because of all the law enforcement agencies that are present here, and all the law enforcement agencies that have had somehow, some way also put their part in to be part of this movement. I want to thank our crime victims unit who's here. You know, they've done great work. They've been busy since 2015, providing the best service that we can to all our citizens of this county. And again, I want to thank all the law enforcement agencies that are here and not here for doing what they're complying and doing their responsibilities and duties. They're on the forefront. You know, they're always looking for ways to see how we can continue protecting our communities, our families, and our children, because it's very important for them and it's very important for us. And we know and we understand that we can't do it alone. We need the involvement. We need everyone to be engaged to be able to make our communities safer, to be able to, for us to protect each other. We all have a responsibility. Our parents have a responsibility. Law enforcement has a responsibility. Our office has a responsibility. All the different agencies here have a responsibility. And guess what? You as well. The students, every young individual has a responsibility also. What is that? To make sure that we protect each other. To make sure that what happened in Florida, and my condolences to all those who have lost their lives, what happened in Florida does not happen here. We have to do everything we can to prevent, and this is how we do it. With you all, with the media, to make sure that we send that message out there that we're here to protect you. We're here to do everything we can to make sure that it doesn't happen here. So we have to continue to do all the prevention that we can and all the awareness that we can. Rosie Martinez, the director of the Crime Victims Unit, since 2015, she has spearheaded all of this, and she understands her role, her responsibilities, and her duties. and I want to thank her for everything that she's done, along with everyone else from our office that has had something to do with every event that has been put, with every event that we make, whether it's Mission, whether it's La Joya, whether it's McAllen, we are engaged. We are engaged in our community because, again, we care about our community, and we want the community to understand that we need their help as well. And that's the message that we've been given, since 2015. And thank you for accepting that responsibility and helping us throughout these years. I want to thank Mr. Rios and Ms. Murdoch for being here. They're part of the Texas Council on Family Violence, and they drove down all the way from Austin. They drove in last night. And this means a lot to us. This means a lot, to Hidalgo County. It means a lot, to the agencies that are here, to our office. It means a lot that they are here to recognize Hidalgo County. They're here to recognize Rosie Martinez for what she's done. So on behalf of Hidalgo County, on behalf of all of us here, we want to thank you for being here. We want to thank you for recognizing the efforts that we have done as a team, as a community, to be able to do our role, and to be able to make sure that we prevent, do as much prevention as we can, and also bring as much awareness as we can. So thank you for being here.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, this is an amazing turnout. I think this is a testament to why Rosie is TCFV's 2018 Advocate of the Year. I'm here on behalf of the Texas Council on Family Violence. It means a lot. Equally, as Mr. Rodriguez stated, it means a lot to have us here, but it means a lot to us in the work that we're doing to see the community and the leadership turn out for this cause, because it is so important. To see an audience filled with young people, this is exactly why we're here today, because you all are the future and really the people who are going to continue to break the cycle and make a safer community for everybody. So on behalf of the Texas Council on Family Violence, let me just express my excitement for being here at this Young Hearts Matter Award ceremony in honor of Teen Dating Violence Awareness and Prevention Month. I'm so excited to be here to honor Rosie Martinez as 2018's Young Hearts Matter Advocate of the Year. As a member of the prevention team at TCFV and as a member of prevention professionals around the country, we often ask ourselves, how do we address the scourge of domestic violence that so deeply affects young people in our communities? How do we create significant shift in our culture that addresses the root attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs that can continue to uphold this type of behavior? As adult allies, we remember how important it is, our role that we play in this part as well. So I want to invite all of the adults, all of the young people here, to challenge yourselves to search your own capacity for action. It's really important to recognize that while everybody's capacity is completely different, we all have the capacity to create change in our own lives, in our own communities, and in the country and world at large. Speaking of this type of passion, someone who has absolutely poured this passion into her work with young people is this woman standing right next to me, Rosie Martinez. As the director of the Victims Assistance Program in Hidalgo County, she has been a lighthouse for so many survivors, helping them seek help and resources that many may not have known about before meeting with Rosie and her team. Her work in supporting young people is really, though, why we're here today. She really has personified what it means to be an adult ally to young people. So Rosie, it's without further ado that it gives me great pleasure to acknowledge you as to acknowledge your work and you as TCFV's Young Hearts Matter Advocate of the Year. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. I'm very humbled and honored to receive this award. I've been doing this work for 18 years already, but I actually started my career working with juveniles at the Juvenile Probation Department. And ever since then, I saw that most of the kids that I was working with had the same story. They had been victims either of child abuse, sexual abuse, or they had witnessed domestic violence at home. And as my career continued and they grew, I started working with them as victims of dating violence, and the cycle continued. So there came my passion of working with youth, because we know and we understand that all of you sitting here today, every single young person that is in this audience can contribute to ending the cycle of abuse. It starts with your generation. And to me and to everybody in my office, it's very important that you understand that your life matters. And that's why this campaign is called Young Hearts Matter, because young hearts matter. And I want everybody to say it loud and clear: young hearts matter. Young hearts matter. And that's why we're here for you today. And not only the students here, but all the school districts that have joined our cause. We started off with La Joya ISD, and that was our very first school that opened the door to us so that we could go and educate teens on healthy relationships. See, our prevention campaign is not about showcasing the terrible things that dating abuse causes. It's to educate you on how to have a healthy relationship. It's to show you that love is not abuse, and that every youth in Hidalgo County, in Texas, in the entire nation, has the right to live a life free of violence. And that's why we do this. I want to recognize everybody that's here, because I'm honored to have this award, but this award belongs to everybody here. It's not only mine. This award belongs to all the agencies that have worked alongside our office since 2015 and before, that have been doing victim advocacy for years and that have always been here. This award belongs to Mujeres Unidas. It belongs to Wesco Police Department, to Sullivan City Police Department, to the Safe Haven Forensic Exam Program at Doctors Hospital, to Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid, to FAR Police Department, to our office, the Hidalgo County District Attorney's Office, every single person that works there, including my staff, the victim advocates. And I would like for them to come up here, because they're a huge part of everything that we do in our office. And I'm very blessed to have my staff so dedicated and committing to the work that we do every day with victims. So I want to honor them too and value their work. This belongs to BCFL, Behavioral Health Solutions, Tom Mars Tapestry, Nueva Luz Foundation, the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, and all the crime victims liaisons that are here today with us. Without all of you, I couldn't have done this work. Every time that we put up an event, they're always there. Every single one of you is always there with us. So we want to thank all of you for joining our cause, our prevention efforts. And then I know that I'm going to go a little bit off order, but I have some recognitions that I want to do. First of all, I want to recognize Mr. Ricardo Rodriguez. I want to recognize Mr. Ricardo Rodriguez, and we're recognizing him as the elected official of the year. Because of him, we are here today. Because in 2015, when he told me that he wanted to establish a victims unit, he told me that he wanted us to do prevention work in our community. He told me that we couldn't be working with the aftermath of the situation all the time. And he has not only supported our cause, but he's been with us in every single event, and you guys can attest to that. In every walk, in every rally, in every press conference, presentation, meetings, trainings, conferences, all our prevention efforts, Mr. Rodriguez has always been there. And that's why he deserves to get the recognition of elected official of the year, because he allowed us and all the agencies here to use his public platform to shine a light on this and elevated our voices. So we thank you for that, sir. Next, I want to recognize Ms. Santos Palomo, and he's getting Educator of the Year. And Ms. Palomo has been working with our office since 2015. And she has been a great asset for us to have in the school district because she's the one that opened the door for us so that we could go to those campuses and talk to kids. She has organized a walk every year. We're holding our 3rd annual walk against teen dating violence this Saturday, so we want all the community to join us. It doesn't matter if you're not from La Joya, go and support the kids that are here because they do a lot of effort to arrange those prevention campaigns. Go support and show them that you care for what they're doing. Show them that us as adults are going to be there with them, that we're going to be by their side through whatever it is that they're doing in prevention. So thank you so much, Ms. Palomo, for that. Next, I want to recognize Delfina Salazar. Delfina. And nobody knew about this, so this is a surprise to everybody. Delfina is a crime victim liaison at Weslaco PD. And she has been a great asset to have with us because she organizes so many events in not just the PD, but throughout the city of Weslaco and engages Weslaco ISD as well. So we are very happy that you're joining our cause for so many years and for everything that you do, Delfina. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then I want to recognize the law enforcement department of La Joya ISD. Can all the instructors come up here? Mr. Macias, Mr. Reina. Just so you know, when we started this campaign, they were the first teachers that started organizing on campus, and they started the first law enforcement club for La Joya ISD. And engage all the students to get involved in prevention efforts, not just teen dating violence, but also domestic violence awareness month, sexual abuse awareness month, and everything that we have done. They have always been by our side in our prevention events. Is anybody here from the Weslaco Lady Panthers? Okay, they had a tournament today, so we want to recognize the Weslaco Lady Panthers because they have been our youth ambassadors for the past 3 years. All the girls from that softball team organize on campus, do a lot of events, not just during February, but throughout the year. So we want to recognize their team as Young Hearts Matter Team of the Year for all their efforts that they have done on campus. And last but not least, we want to recognize Weslaco Police Department because, again, they have been a great help in all the events that we have done for Young Hearts Matter. Just last weekend, they set up a self-defense class for teens. They set up a huge presentation that we had at Weslaco ISD for about almost 500 students. And they keep engaged in their community, not just this month, but the entire year doing community prevention awareness. So where's Weslaco PD?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So before I end my speech, I want to recognize all the students that are here, and I want them to stand up. Please stand up and give them a round of applause because it takes a lot of courage at this young age to do what you guys are doing. And thank you for everything that you do on campus because we need students like you to be our voice in our communities so that we can hopefully one day say that we will not have to have this press conference again and recognize all the women that have died because of dating abuse, and that your generation is a generation that will break the cycle of abuse. So thank you. I commend you for everything that you do. Ms. Santos Palomo is the director of the Academies of Juarez Lincoln High School of La Joya ISD, and she's going to say a few words on behalf of her academy.
I had tried writing a speech, but I think I'm just going to say it from my heart. I want to thank our superintendent, first of all, from the La Joya School District for allowing us to be here today, myself and the students and our teachers and the school members for their support. We started 3 years ago, And we started with Samantha Martinez and Nick Mora. They were helping me spearhead, along with Mr. Macias, the walk. And it was a very small group, but we knew at the very end that we were going to make a difference, and a difference for our students. So looking at what's currently happening in the news, I just want to invite all the other school districts that have not had the opportunity to jump on board here with Ms. Martinez, and try to create some type of awareness within their schools so that our students know that they have a voice. Unfortunately, you do see this happen a lot at schools. Dating violence, or it just doesn't happen when in a relationship. It happens through Facebook, through Twitter. They pull each other from the arm, they push each other, they say ugly things to each other. So harassment happens in many different ways. So I want to address my students right now. You guys are the voice of the students that are not here with us today. So I ask you to, if you do see anything happening within our halls or our schools, to speak up, because you matter. You know, we have an open door policy. You cannot say, you know, it's not going to happen, nothing's going to happen to her or to him. You need to speak up. We try to be the best advocates that we have. I want to thank our school counselors, because it is an awareness month, and they have been promoting in our school during our lunches about teenage dating violence prevention. So I thank them, and our speakers that have gone to present to our students within our school, so that we can have awareness in our campuses. So I just want to end with this last statement. And I'm going to say the couple of things, because I rather focus on the positive than the negative. A positive relationship and how it benefits youth. Having a positive relationships within our youth reduces antisocial and unhealthy behaviors. It creates positive self-image and leadership skills. It helps create better interpersonal skills, communication, negotiation skills, and empathy. It improves school performance. When you have healthy relationships amongst teenagers, you improve entire communities. There's more engaged citizens. There's more safe communities, a more productive workforce, and more attentive students in the schools. Not only that, overall everyone is positively impacted, and this will be for a lifetime of healthy, positive relationships. So to conclude, I would like to say that it takes each one of us, schools, community, parents, so that we can create a free environment for our students and their futures. Thank you.
Again, I want to thank everyone for being here with us this morning. And we're here because we care. Students, kids, young hearts matter. And we care about young hearts. Ms. Palomo, thank you again for being here. Back in 2015, we started something. And look where we're at today. And I want to thank you for all your support and your help. Again, to all the law enforcement agencies that are here, to all the advocate agencies as well that have joined us so many times, and we've worked so well together. I want to thank you all for being here. Mr. Rios, Ms. Murdoch, thank you very much for being with us. You're welcome anytime. There's some good Mexican restaurants here in Edinburgh, in Hidalgo County, so call us up and we'll be glad to join you, okay? So we'll be having a proclamation with the judge and the commissioner's court right after this. Again, students, we love you. We have to learn how to care for each other. We have to learn how to protect each other. And as you can see here, you have a lot of help. You have someone you can reach out to, whether it's a law enforcement agency, your counselors, your teachers, your principals. We're here to help you, all right? And we're here to help each other. So again, thank you all for being here. God bless you all, and be safe. Gracias. Thank you.